Hi, this is John again with another review. For the sake of this video, we'll be discussing the 1984 film, The Woman in Red, starring Gene Wilder, Kelly Brock, and Gilda Radner. Of course, also the show also has Charles Grodin in it, and Joe, but it's the same guy who was in the movie Damon O'Neill. Ryan said died recently. Of course, this movie, The Woman in Red, does have a unique history. It is also one of the shorter films. It's about barely an hour and a half. It's about an hour and a half long. But this movie is unique in the sense it's one of the first, the first movie that was rated PG-13. And I believe it is the first really successful PG-13 film. I think there was another movie that came out before The Woman in Red that was rated PG-13, but The Woman in Red was really the first movie that was PG-13. It was mildly successful for a couple of reasons. One reason, of course, is Kelly LeBrock being in it. Of course, Kelly LeBrock was drop dead gorgeous at the time, and she was also a pretty famous model. And of course, it also has a unique soundtrack to it, because it only has two performers constantly throughout the whole soundtrack, and that's Stevie Wonder and Dionne Warwick. Either both of them, or at least one of them, performed all the songs that was featured in The Woman in Red, and I haven't had the soundtrack for that movie, so it's fairly unique. Of course, the soundtrack itself has the classic, two big songs really, the title song, The Woman in Red, and of course Stevie Wonder's other big hit, and that's called To Say I Love You, which was on the movie soundtrack. So that's also unique for this movie. The Woman in Red is basically a movie starring Gene Wilder as an ad executive in San Francisco, who instantly falls in love with Kelly LeBrock's character, because Gene Wilder's character comes into work one day, parks his car in the underground parking garage, and here comes this beautiful, gorgeous woman, Kelly LeBrock, who's wearing this off-the-shoulder red dress, red shoes, the whole thing. And for some stupid reason, she walks on top of this air conditioning duct, and the whole dress goes up in the air, kind of like Marilyn Monroe in the movie The 7-Year Itch. It's kind of like a similar thing. Instead of Marilyn Monroe was Kelly LeBrock, and you see all her legs, you see her red panties. She's wearing red panties. You see her butt. You see a little tummy there. That's how high her skirt went up. And of course, you hear the Stevie Wonder song, "The Woman in Red," and instantly Gene Wilder goes gaga over this girl, and he wants to, not only meet her, but actually physically have sex with her. But the problem is that Gene Wilder is a married man, and I should mention this before I continue. The majority of this movie is in flashbacks, because the movie starts off with Gene Wilder sitting on a ledge, and people started noticing that there's this guy on this ledge of this building, and he goes, "What the hell am I doing here?" And then the rest of the movie is in flashbacks of how he met Charlotte, the Kelly LeBrock character. And meanwhile, he was married. He was to a pretty good-looking wife. He has a couple of kids, and of course, all of his friends, or Gene Wilder's male friends, one time or another before were fooling around. According to Joe Bodega character, he had the habit of screwing any woman they could get his what into, and he gets caught. His wife divorces him, and he goes crazy because he got mad that he got caught, and his wife had enough. So my wife doesn't give a shit; she doesn't know, and then eventually she does know, and then kicks him out. So Gene Wilder is thinking of this. Oh, look what happened to my friend! I don't want that stuff happened to me. And of course, but he does end up meeting Kelly LeBrock, follows her around, almost kind of like stalking her a little bit. and then they end up developing a friendship. And Kelly LeBrock is a model for a campaign that Gene Wilder's company is involved in. So that's how they really started to develop a relationship. And then they decided to, Kelly LeBrock says, "Oh, let's go have sex tonight." And so, of course, the whole thing, they go to, Gene Wilder and Kelly LeBrock go to her apartment, and you do see her getting naked, and you do see a little little of her boobies a little bit. I may have to say it. That's why it's PG-13. Because usually a movie like this is either rated PG or rated R. Now you have this thing in the middle, because of the movie that came out earlier in 1984, raised Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And if you want to see the whole reason why we have that movie, that rating, the PG-13 rating, please click on my review of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, and you see the reason why. Because that movie started PG-13 rating. Because of the stuff that was in that movie. But at least you didn't have any nudity in the Indiana Jones movies. This one you do, and you see, if you blink, you miss it. Kelly LeBrock's boobs in this movie. And so when they're about to have both of them get naked and they get into the bed, and it was a water bed, so it makes it a little bit funnier. And then Kelly LeBrock's husband, which nobody even knew about until the end of this movie, until this scene, comes home after being on, he has to leave early because he's in the military. And so, of course, Gene Wilder has to hide out on the ledge of the building because there's nowhere else for him to go. He can't go out the door, the front door, which would make sense, because he didn't want to get caught. So he starts hiding out on the ledge. And then when I was on the ledge, he hears Kelly LeBrock having sex with her husband, and her mom goes, "Yes, yes," almost kind of like a Harry Met Sally scene in there, where you hear Kelly LeBrock and her husband going, "Yes, yes," having sex. And while all this stuff was going on, here comes the fire department with the big net to catch Gene Wilder, and all the people out down the street were chanting, "Jump, jump, jump." And he goes, "Enough of this crap." And on TV, his whole family sees him on the ledge of this building, and he's trying to hide his face. He's totally embarrassed. And he's not there to commit suicide. He's there waiting for the husband, Kelly LeBrock's husband, to leave, so he can go in and screw around with Kelly LeBrock. And so he says, "Oh, the hell with this," and he jumps off the ledge, and that's how the movie ends. This movie is quite short for what it was. I mean, if it's an hour and 25 minutes before the end credits, it's a lot, and it's that quick of a movie, and it's okay. I mean, it's good for what it is. Do have some fun, do have some funny bits in there, especially at the end, which Kelly LeBrock trying to have sex. Gene Wilder trying to have sex with Kelly LeBrock, and this was really the first real movie that Gene Wilder's done after, of course, Willy Wonka and all the movies he did with Richard Pryor. I think he started like one or two more after this movie. The Gene Wilder story with Richard Pryor. So very few movies that Gene Wilder is front and center to star in the movie. And I think Gene Wilder, if I'm not mistaken, I think he also directed this movie. So, but to see Kelly LeBrock, naked in this movie, I mean, that's a thrill. Because except for maybe Weird Science, this is really the only other movie that Kelly LeBrock is known for, and she is, drop dead gorgeous. I mean, she is so beautiful, so sexy. She has such a great body. At that time, that every guy who was going through puberty at that time was gaga over her. I mean, I was 13 years old when this movie came out, so every guy was, teenage boy at the time was crazy about Kelly LeBrock. Now you look at Kelly LeBrock and she's like fatter than me. Now, unfortunately, she's like almost fatter than Sally Struthers. I mean, that's how fat Kelly LeBrock got. I mean, it's unbelievable how she, after all those years of modeling and acting, these, that she just let herself go like that. I mean, it's unbelievable. But Kelly LeBrock was terrific in this movie. I mean, there's nothing bad I can say about Kylie Buck's performance or Gene Wilder's performance in this thing. It's almost kind of like manic, but kind of like really manic in this movie, kind of like what he was in Willy Wonka. It's almost that same type of, almost the same type of acting style, almost. But Gene Wilder was great in Kelly. Even Gene Wilder's real life wife, Gilda Radner, was in this movie playing Conley, and whether he accidentally set up a date with Gilda Radner in the film, and he stood her up, or Gene Wilder stood her up, and for the rest of the movie, Gilda Radner was taking it out on him. She dumped a whole bottle of ink on his desk, and pretty funny stuff with the two of them. And I think they may have started together one other film, but it's kind of funny to see the two of them in the same movie, and it's a shame that we lost both of them. Gilda Radner had cancer, and Gene Wilder, I think Gene Wilder also had cancer, and it's a shame we lost both of them. But if you're a fan of Gene Wilder and Kelly Brock, check out The Woman in Red. And of course, if you like Stevie Wonder songs, you like this movie as well. So that's my review of The Woman in Red. Please click on the video. Please comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please forward this video on your Facebook pages. You check out all my reviews on my YouTube channel at rowdyc.com. That's on WDY. And that's C.com. That's the homepage of Rowdy Reviewer. Christy Moore. Please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.